For another weather video. Today, what is going on? Well, we have that snow that moved out of the area last night, and so as you can take a look at the current radar, there is not much happening. No precip on the radar anymore. That is long gone now. But we do have temperatures. It is cold out there. We have temps in the teens. Actually, Brookings even single digits there, as you can see. We have some lower 20s up in northeastern South Dakota near Aberdeen, but it is downright cold in most of these spots right now with this fresh new little coating of snow. We have temperatures 14 in Minneapolis, 25 in Omaha, 14 in Sioux Falls, 10 in Rapid City, 14 as well in Pierre, 23 in Mulbridge, 14 in Sioux City. So as you can see, temps are cold. We're in the teens and lower 20s across the area, and it's going to be cold. It's going to be a cold night, as we'll get to that here. Also did want to bring this up as well. We do have wind gusts that are currently going on anywhere from 20 to 30 miles per hour. Sioux Falls in that 25 mile per hour range. So across the area there. So the wind is a little bit of a factor currently and today. So just wanted to mention that. We'll get to that topic here in a brief moment. Blowing winds, some breezy conditions out there. All right, we need to talk about this. We have a winter weather advisory that is in effect for tomorrow from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Central Time for blowing snow that we mentioned earlier. So that blowing snow with winds gusting as high as 45 miles per hour. So this is mainly for Lincoln, Lyon, Murray, Cottonwood, and Pipestone counties in Minnesota. But this also does apply to Sioux Falls as well. It's close enough where Sioux Falls will also be impacted by that blowing snow. Not enough to be in the advisory, but we need to be taking that seriously because it could still cause some issues in and around the Sioux Falls area tomorrow. So we need to throw that out there so people are aware of what's to come tomorrow with that blowing snow. Obviously, significantly reducing visibility is the number one issue under a mile. Also drifting snow as well, possible. So slick conditions will also be possible. So yeah, if you're traveling, especially in open areas and also like highways, interstate, that kind of thing, definitely need to be on the lookout for that and be taking the necessary precautions. But we just wanted to throw this out there and let you guys know about this because it will be a weather story tomorrow. All right, let's show you the future scan outlook here for our area. So as you can see here, let's run this out. The snow has moved past our area now. And looking ahead, we are not looking at any kind of moisture for the foreseeable future. As you can see here, we run this out through the 26th of February, and there's no moisture expected. So we got a big high pressure that will be basically over us, and we are going to continue to see temps climb. We're going to get to that in just a second, but as you can see there, we're not looking at any kind of moisture for the foreseeable future. So just wanted to throw that. All right, I do want to show this. This is the future scan temperature map. As you can see, it's pretty cold right now, and tomorrow not going to be a whole lot better. It will be better, but it'll still be cold. We'll have temperatures in the upper 20s to low to mid 30s across the region. But then we hit Sunday, and Sunday's when it's going to start to warm up near 40. And then we head to Monday, and Monday it's going to start warming up into the 40s, back into the 40s. And then Tuesday, even better. We'll have temps in the 50s around the area. And as well on Wednesday, you can see Sioux Falls there with a 50-degree reading. And then we get to Thursday, much of the same. We're going to see those temps in the 40s for the next several days starting on Monday. So if you like warmer weather, if you like spring, well, this forecast is going to favor you As again, we're gonna have temps in the 40s to near 50, maybe 50 degrees in the Sioux Falls area. So the groundhog might be right after all, but we still got a long ways to go. We know that we can still get snow in March, April, and even May. Okay, so let's take a look at this. Their 6 to 10 day temperature outlook, and as you can see, way above average here in our area. I mean, you got South Dakota, North Dakota, Minnesota, Nebraska, Iowa, all impacted by this above average weather that is going to roll in again, kind of similar to what we saw in January with that January thaw into the early part of February. So there it is. We're going to see it again. Temps in the 40s to near 50. Some spots will be into the 50s. Sioux Falls might get that. So let's take a look at this now. This is 8 to 14 day, and much of the same right there, with temps way above average. We're going to have, again, temps in the 40s and 50s across the area. So spring will be returning in the winter time. So as you can see there, this is according, of course, to the NOAA map. They come up with these graphics every day, and it gives you a good idea of what's to come in the temperature department, as this takes us to March 1st. And yeah, that's pretty. When we get a signal like that with that above average of temps, we're into that 70 to 80% above normal. So they're pretty confident that we are going to see way above average temps for the rest of February into early March. Here as well, this is a 3 to 4 week outlook, and it's the same, above average again in South Dakota, Minnesota, Iowa. That one has taken us into March. This is for the first and second week of March. And the northern half of the country is going to be above normal according to this graphic. So spring might be on its way. Again, we're going to keep talking about this pretty much every day, but it's something that is very interesting. The groundhog, predicted in early spring, of course. And, we're trying to find signs of old man winter, but or I'd say today and tomorrow, that's about it for winter. We're going to start to see those spring-like temps, and we're also not seeing any moisture, so we're gonna see a lot more sunshine in the area as well. I can actually pull up the 10-day now for us here. Real quick before we get into the 10-day, I did want to throw this out there. This is the drought monitor graphic. So as you can see, good news. Nobody's in a severe drought or worse. Everybody is just either in a moderate drought or abnormally dry or no drought at all. So most of the state is actually not currently in a drought, which is great news, obviously. I know it's early in the year, but it's something that we got to start talking about, because as we kind of move closer to spring, it is eventually going to start to be more of a topic. But as you can see, the far western part of the region of South Dakota is in a slight drought, and same with the Sioux Falls area. But again, it's not a major drought, nothing serious, and that is very good news. We've definitely put quite a dent in the drought monitor the last few months for what we had before, but we had a pretty severe drought in most areas of South Dakota. So that is great news there. All right, and finally here, taking a look at your 10-day outlook. So we got a couple more days here of old man winter. Tonight going to be very cold, near 12 degrees for low. And then tomorrow a little bit better, but still going to be cold and windy as well. We're going to have wind gusts up to 40 miles per hour in the Sioux Falls area. It is going to be cold. That wind chill is going to be quite a bit colder than 35. And then one last night in the teens, and then look at the warm-up. There we go. We got temps in the 40s with overnight lows in the 20s, and then maybe even seeing 50 degrees on Tuesday and Wednesday. That is certainly possible, especially if that snow melts quicker than anticipated. which there's a good chance if it warms up into the 40s. And then we'll have lows near 30. Temps might dip a little bit Thursday and Friday, and then right back for the following weekend with temps from 45 to 50 degrees. That is nice. Nice mild air coming back with a lot more sunshine and no moisture. It is certainly going to feel more like spring. But that's the latest here from the Storm Chasers. Keep an eye out on the weather. As always, be sure to follow us on all of our socials. Be sure to follow us with our every other day uploads of videos. We have our bus stop Monday through Friday, as well as the 10-day forecasts daily, and also the new weather channel to check out. So that's the latest here. You all have a great night.